This one for GC. No, we gotta get chopped with your pops, man. Chop it up. Yeah. Chopping it up with pops, you crazy. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Few friends getting chopped in the boom, but I chop it up with pops, but I chop it up with who? Hey, cause we only talk true. Smoke a blunt to the face, we going to the moon. Take it to the boom. But I chop it up with pops, no, you not, but I chop it up with who? Few friends getting chopped in the boom, but I turn it up a notch. Boom. Turn it up. Let's go. I'm about to chop it up again with pops, yeah. Boom, we getting chopped. Get chopped. Chopping it up with pops, yeah. We about to chop it up again with pops.
Good evening, y'all. This is the Chop It Up with Pop show. I'm glad you're tuning in. I want to say welcome to my guest, PEEWEE Dread.
Respect, bless up.
PEEWEE, I'm going to start the interview off with you telling everybody where you from and what you do.
Man, I'm from New Orleans originally.
Speak up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I got to get out my New Orleans drawl. But I'm originally from New Orleans. I came to Minnesota a few years ago, about 30 some odd years ago. Went to McAllister, sociology, religion. I did a bunch of stuff over there, man. A bunch of fun, man. 96 was my last year over there. President student body. But what I do now, I'm a musician. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a nonprofit philanthropist. We have a 1 million meal march. And our goal is to provide meals and access to meals in the community to anybody that's in need, no matter what their condition is, no matter what their background. That's not our decision. Our goal is to address the issue head on and just to make sure that there's people with food in their bellies. Man.
Right. That's a dope ass ambition.
Yeah.
Where you originally from? New Orleans?
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your music background, where does that come from?
Well, I spent a lot of time dreaming on playing the trumpet when I was a kid, but unfortunately, I had asthma when I was little, and brain surgery, but that's a whole nother conversation. So I ended up playing violin, and then that kind of carried me into the orchestra, and then I played with Jason Marcellus in high school and Nicholas Payton, and names that any jazz aficionados, music people from New Orleans, they definitely know these folks is. Leon Brown, Kid Chocolate. And so from that point, I always had an inclination for music. I've been in the studio since I was a little kid. My mother would hear me in the hallway with my brother rapping and doing stuff, and she'd be like, turn that radio off. And I'm like, well, Mama, that's us. And she'd be like, well, y'all need to go to bed. So my father got frustrated one day and said, man, look, he had his friend, I can't think of his name right now to save my life, but he's like, man, y'all going to Mr. Ronnie house and we're going to use that. He said, man, he got it, Mr. Vernon. And so Mr. Vernon had studio. And so he said, bring your music that you want. And at the time, Run DMC was huge. So we came in with the little Run DMC beat, gave it to him, we put it on a metronome, and then he put us in the studio. So we get back there, man, and we're like, click. What the hell is that? Where's the beat? He said, that's not how you do it, man. You just put the click on, you record based on the time, and bam, I put the music underneath it, and I can move it around where I want. Because it was real days.
Right.
And so he was like, I'm like, okay. So we finally learned how to do metronome. Then I got more in the orchestra, and that became the thing. Francis Gonzalez, my high school orchestra teacher, I mean, the dude had fingers big as andouille sausage. Pop in the shoulder. This is the time. So one thing I don't have a problem with in music is timing.
Right.
I kill him on time.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, he's not going to finish the line on time. But they don't know. I'm already 10 miles ahead of them in the music, the way it's structured, because I understand the patterns of music. And it's just a lot of fun because I feel like a conductor, even though I'm generally a lead singer when I'm on stage. But I always feel like I'm moving the music around. And when I'm on stage, I move music around. People know when I play shows. I have a show this weekend over in the Uptown Theater.
Okay.
And I'll be playing out there with Wookiefoot and I was in Chicago with them in Colorado, but it's amazing to watch the audience and how the music just kind of conforms. And I do freestyle, I do open mic, I have all types of styles, man. So it's a lot of fun. And then I can bring my musical background to being in the orchestra, because a lot of things that I do, won't give me any secrets.
Don't do that.
They can't know the power of the violin.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Let's listen to one of your tracks real quick. This is called Mount Zion. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Mount Zion is, I'm big up to Raleigh G. Him and I put this one together with Dread Eye Dread, and we recorded this one with VP Records. It's on the VP, the last album EP we put out. But Mount Zion is all about that struggle in life and how to overcome it. Okay. And we got a choice in life. Which way you're going to go? Choice to make. Which road you want to take?
Right.
Yeah, man.
I hear you. All right, well, let's do it. Mount Zion, PEEWEE Dread.
Oh, yeah. Reaching. Oh, Lord. Reaching, God, we reaching, yeah. My brethren, life has its ups and downs. With each and every blow, stand firm. Shake them to the ground. To the ground. Defeat is not a part of my DNA. To fight and win, that is the only way. But when you reach that fork in the road, you must release that heavy, heavy load. Choices to make, which road to take to reach Mount Zion. Choices to make, which road to take to reach Mount Zion. 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 My sister, when you speak truth from the heart. Righteousness to impart. Lead us through the dark. Defeat is not a part of our DNA. To fight and win, that is the only way. But when you reach that fork in the road, you must release that heavy, heavy load. Choices to make, which road to take to reach Mount Zion. Choices to make, which road to take to reach Mount Zion. 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 Reach Mount Zion.
Hell yeah, that's some fire right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big tune, big tune.
Hell
Tony
yeah.
Usher. Big ups, man. Keyboardist from Black Uhuru.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Wow.
man. So he produced
Wow.
my first album, Listen to the Revolution. That was back in
That was Mount
1990.
Zion, y'all. PEEWEE Dread.
Big
God
ups, big
damn.
ups. Yeah, man.
Let's get your social media out there and let them know where they can find your music.
Well, you know, they can find me PeeWeeDread.com. Well, shoot, not .com. That's old. They can find me on Bandcamp. They can find me at dreadidread.com. DRED, the letter I, DREAD.com. They can basically just Google PeeWee Dread. It's gonna pull up, man. It's gonna almost pull up too much information. But yeah, they got so my music is everywhere. I play with everybody, man. You know, big up the Cancer Troop and all types of groups that I played with over the years. Irie Soul, Wookie Foot. You know, like I say, Dread I Dread is my home. You know, I've been with in Dread I Dread. We started Dread I Dread, you know, back in like 1998.
Whoa,
so
that's wow.
The first show we played was in a big up to Natalie Morrow, that does a lot of the black film festivals and things in the Twin Cities, and a lot. She does a lot. I mean, that's really limiting what she does, but she got us open for DMX. God rest his soul.
Oh my goodness.
So you know, at First Avenue, and you know, and it went from there. After that, we were best reggae band in the best of with the Jesse Ventura version of the City Pages. And best reggae band, and then I got a couple awards from the reggae from the Minnesota Music Awards Academy. I guess you know, we got a 2001. So 2001, we also got first runner-up in the John Lennon Songwriting Contest. So you know, the that side was good, but then it kept going. So then fast forward, you know, I got Grammy nominated 2016 for Listen to the Evolution, and then on my birthday in 2022, August 26th, we won a publishing contest in Jamaica for our song Laura, which I put on the list. And that was a huge time, man. You know, it's kind of like a Russia to Flush It in Jamaica.
Right.
And I'm the only non-yardie in the group.
Oh, no.
As far as what's going on, as far as the groups, you know, it's me and Raleigh the yardie, Raleigh from Jamaica. But you know, it was crazy, man. But we won.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man.
So I'm gonna tell you, that song that we won with has some classic Jamaican artists, man. Some of the top artists, man. Tony Asher, like I mentioned before, but Dean Frazier plays saxophone. And if you don't know Dean Frazier is Jamaica's #1 saxophone player on the planet.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
That's not. Hey man, I want to hear him too, man.
Oh yeah, bad man.
Blunts, bowls, bongs, joints. What's your favorite preference?
I like breaking my blunts up into my bowls. I kind of have a Reese's peanut butter cup attitude towards smoking. I don't really like joints. They stick to my lips, and
usually they don't stay lit either.
Yeah, and they usually stay lit, but man, when they get to the end and they get wet and it's sticking to my lip, because my lip is dry. And man, I had one time it burned me, man. It was a Swisher Sweet. And I had a Pineapple Express burn on my lip, man. It was embarrassing, man.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I don't like that lip stuff, man. But yeah, I prefer blunts if I'm a smoke. My girl, she knows. She's like, yeah, does he ever? It's like blunts all day, blunt. This blunt, man, I got blunt papers, man. It got so bad. I used to have a bag that would dump tobacco in.
Yeah.
Kind of like a foil ball. Nah, that didn't work out the same. Just got to be a whole bunch of tobacco.
Holy shit, man.
I should have composted. But
composted.
Yeah, if it was better tobacco, I probably would.
Right.
I just want the outside. I never want the tobacco on the inside.
That stuff, man. All right, who's your childhood idol?
Oh man, I idolize too much of anything, man. To be honest with you, for me, that's kind of shirky. But I will say my musical influences growing up.
No, this ain't about musical influence. This is who you idolize as a child.
No, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't.
You didn't look up to your mom or your dad or your grandma.
You know, I guess terminology, semantics for me are important in that regard, just for the vibration of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, idolization for me is something taboo.
Okay.
But I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and that's why I just kind of geared it to influence.
Fair.
But with that being the case, you know, my mother and my father influenced me to, for equivalency, they brought me here. So they influenced my mother taught me to read when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Whoa. Yeah, because I was able to sit down. You know, I had some medical issues when I was a baby, and so I didn't start walking for a while, so she had a lot more time to just encourage me to do a lot of different things. I ended up playing violin, like I said, I played with, and so just that. But then my father on the other side got me into my business side and understanding he was an accountant. So I learned all the sides. So, when an accountant and a teacher get together, they make musicians.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, they make a good one, man. I'm telling you, man. Speaking of which, let's listen to another track.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're going to do...
Let's do New Orleans Don't Cry.
Okay.
Since I mentioned my parents.
Okay. This is New Orleans Don't Cry, PEEWEE Dread.
Somebody tell them New Orleans don't cry. New Orleans don't cry. I remember when we used to sit, we'll go on Clara and First Street, over serving all the hypocrites, claiming to be patrolling the streets, yeah. Good friends we have, good friends we lose from the hurricane, my God. In this great future, you can't forget your past, my God. So dry your tears up, New Orleans, I say. New Orleans, don't cry. Ooh, we ain't. New Orleans, don't cry. My God. Hey, little night one, don't shed no tears, my God. New Orleans, don't cry. Well, tell a man them don't cry, man. Please dry your eyes. Of the way that they want people, man, it's no surprise. Got them days of man confused, man. They tortured and abused. Now they face to face with a third world point of view. Refugee camps, man, hotels and food stamps. Draw you up on map and show you just what they did. Your nigga got to go, you then go fake as well. So many people say one horror, sorry to tell. My God, New Orleans don't cry. Oh God, New Orleans don't cry. My good now. You little night one, don't shed no tears. Oh God, New Orleans don't cry. Oh God, New Orleans don't cry. Oh, see the man, it takes a cool cat man to blow the horn. Mess it all around part man and so playboy. Feel like enough on the dance, you know the time is torn. The levees fall apart, man, it strictly break me heart. Me puppy die, so many people they must die. The people they are asking why. The army corps of engineers, they've been doing this thing for years. It's wickedness, the people they ain't safe and that they sick of all the ignorance and all the stupidness that they must done and all the government. Boss man is running it, tell them again. New Orleans don't cry. Swear
Very nice, man. Very nice.
Big ups to Sardar on guitar. And yeah, man, my people in Faraday said, I didn't forget about them. I can't forget about my folks on the Doty Road. And all over New Orleans, man. T. Clyn and all my family members down in New Orleans. Yeah, it was a tough time, man. But like I said, tough people get through it. So you know, we just stuck together, and continuing to rebuild New Orleans and make it a stronger place.
Right on.
I can't say nothing about the Saints this year.
Right. They fired their head coach, man.
Yeah, they had to, man. Dennis Allen was a joke, but you know, I digress. But you know, I love New Orleans. That's my home. You know, I make some of the best gumbo and red beans up here. I brought my cousins for my 50th birthday party. She came up and made, man, P.P. Brown, man, one of the best chefs. So even my hot sauce, we have a hot sauce eponymously named after her. So, yeah, it's awesome, man. So what our goal is to, you know, take songs like New Orleans Don't Cry and really impress upon the community that, hey, we hear you, we see you, and we're going to do something about it as best we can. We're going to do our best, and God's going to do the rest.
Right on.
So, you know, the way I write music, the way we structure songs, the way we do just the way we live our lives, you know, I mean, I'm not perfect, but imperfection is perfection.
Perfect imperfection.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Right
It's all a part. It's all a part. Yeah, man.
Auto-tune or no auto-tune for you?
To me, I don't care. It's an instrument. You know,
Okay.
At that point, I used to really be hard on, man, auto-tune sucks. I mean, most of the time it sucks when it's used unnecessarily, but when it's used artfully, when it's part of the art, I don't care.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying. At what age did you get into your craft?
Oh man, you know, I've been singing shake, 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 shake your booty. I probably was 2, 3 years old, man. You know, I remember just, and that's the thing, dudes, because I had the ability to access the world around me literally through words and sounds and being able to connect it, you know, kind of like Adam in the garden naming the animals. That's how I felt about music in my life because I knew music. I mean, I sang my name when I learned it. So that's like always impressive on me. My father would sing and I would do army songs because he was in Vietnam. And so I would sing all that, you know, man, break it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you know, I love to sing, you know, and I tried to go to the army. They didn't want me. So I said, I better sing. Well, I had, you know, I didn't pass. I couldn't pass a physical. They were like, nah, dude, your lungs are black. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, it was other stuff. But, you know, with that being the case, but I was going after it because, again, I like helping people.
Right.
And so I found another way. I couldn't go to, you know, the Army Corps. So I ended up going to AmeriCorps. Came to McAllister. I was a keynote speaker in 1994 at the Youth Engaged Service Conference. And so basically, my whole goal in life has been to address the issues in my society, do the best that I can, overcome my own imperfections and disabilities and what have you, and just, you know, basically do my best.
Right on. That's what you can do, man. Now, who was your main influencer in your career?
So influentially, when I started playing music, you know, I ran into a bunch of great musicians. Al Hurt, Pete Fountain in New Orleans. You know, I had all the jazz musicians. My grandmother was an organist. Her first cousin, Louis Armstrong. So it's, you know, God rest her soul. She just passed last year after 100 years. But she was 100. It was a celebration, man. I mean, as much as it hurt, it felt great, you know, to be able to send her home right. Because I was able to do a 100th birthday party the same year.
Oh, wow.
With that being the case, that constantly sitting in church and singing in church, and like had a degree. I went to school. I went to theology and associate's degree in theology from the seminary in high school. I went to the seminary when I was in high school, and so I love being in church. I love the understanding of the information and the knowledge, and I allowed the singing part kept me there. Because man, I could miss half the stuff, but I didn't want to miss the songs. I didn't want to miss that opportunity to be able to sing, because nobody stopped me from singing in church. So it gave me an opportunity to utilize it. And I remember one time when I was 7 years old, and the Double Dutch Bus was a big song on the radio, right? And so I was walking down the street singing that. My mother said, if you don't learn your church songs like you know those songs, you can't sing nothing. So I'd have to hide around the corner because I'm like, okay. But that full circle made me understand the importance of that vibration, because music has a vibration. It carries a note. I mean, blue notes do certain things to the mood. music is a frequency, and a frequency tunes into it. So I've learned all that resonation and how that fit, and why what you repeat, you retain.
Right,
Practice
right,
makes permanent.
right.
So if
Absolutely,
I'm practicing
it
a
does.
certain song, so she said, you can't practice this song. You can't sing Double Dutch Bus every day. I was in second grade, man. I mean, you know, of course I want to sing it every day. That song was hot, man.
Right.
Then they had the video before videos was a thing, and they put this video on. I mean, I used to watch. So I'm so old, man. Excuse my language. That BET had half the channel. In the morning,
You had to tune it to halfway mark or what?
no, in the morning it was a financial news network. It was FNN, and at 7 o'clock, BET had the other half of the broadcasting signal.
Okay,
From
okay.
like then to like maybe 12 midnight, because Donnie Simpson was doing videos. So
Yeah.
you know, you had Friday night videos. I was there 1984, whatever that November it was, or October, when Michael Jackson video Thriller premiered.
Okay.
You know, I was there when Beat It came on. You know, I had to muddle through MTV to wait for the one black video to come on.
Right,
In
right.
between the month of I got my sunglasses at night. So that's why I wear my sunglasses at night. Response. But you know, all my memories just come flooding in. I love music. And so it just I can tie it all together with
Right.
music. Music's like a almost like a time machine.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Do you have any upcoming events, shows, or performances coming up?
This weekend, I'm at the Uptown Theater with Wookie Foot for their Wookie Ween in Minneapolis or something like that. And then I've got a couple of shows in December with Irie Soul, but I'll be, I think, across the river in Wisconsin, in Eau Claire. And then I think we'll be back. But I just did Art Crawl with them in October, and, you know, a few other gigs. Yeah, it's been crisscrossing the country.
Okay. When you were coming over here tonight,
Mm-hmm.
what did you have playing on the radio? Be honest.
You got to ask her, because it was her music. Oh, she don't even want to get on camera. She's like, don't tell her. Now I was because she was listening to whatever was on the satellite, and so yeah, it was kind of ambient, chill music in the background. So pretty much,
So some background music.
we pretty much were in the elevator.
Just to cut off, just to in the elevator.
Yeah, right. We took the ride.
Hell yeah.
Kept trying to push the button, it wouldn't change. That's all right, fine. But no, I don't. As a musician, like, I'll sing the same note or the same verse over and over and over and drive her nuts. And so for me, the outside world, I can block out the outside world in that regard.
Okay.
So if it's something I don't want to listen to and it's really bothering me, then I know it's me. It had nothing to do with the music, nothing to do with the environment.
Right.
Yeah, and once I learned that, and as a musician, you create a force. People tell you sound crappy all the time. You know, somebody
Tell me that all
jealous.
the time,
You know, like, get off the stage, put your shirt back on. You know, I hear it all. But I'm like, shoot, I'm 50 and I can still take my shirt off and I can see abs. I'm good.
I got you beat on that on the age thing by a few years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's okay, man.
Well, you know, it's not the age, it's the stage of life. You know, and I looked at that a lot. I was a kindergarten teacher, bro, believe it or not. Yeah,
right on. That's dope, man.
Not much I haven't done.
I don't know if I could do that, but I mean, I would like to do that, but I don't know if I can have all them kids screaming and hollering.
You know, when they're that little,
I'd be on like a drill sergeant. Be quiet. Pop that blister.
I learned to work with kids, man. You know, they're fun. Like, if you allow them to be themselves, and then you give them that power, they carry it forward.
You know what I like the most about little kids that age is when they learn something and they got it, you know, and they know they got it.
Right.
The look in their face and in their eyes,
yes,
just brightens up, man.
Boing.
I got this.
Yes,
you know,
yes, man.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. I remember my son when he first tied his shoes first time by himself. He was like just beside himself, man. He was so excited. I was too. I mean, I got excited for the expression on his face because how happy he was, you know.
And that's what that's the beauty of being a father and just being a good parent and a good adult. You embrace the triumphs and the feelings of our children, because
Absolutely.
you need to teach them how to get through it, how to, learn how to grieve, learn how to release the grief when it's time. Okay, yeah, you took your 3 minutes. Let's move on and do something else. Let's think about it now, how if we had it done how we would have wanted it, and what that looks like. And that's a different situation. And I did a lot of mentoring programs, career development for youth, rites of passage, so forth, because I believe in my community. I believe in that somebody, if they don't have a father at home, so what? You know what I mean? The government doesn't need to be their dad.
That's right.
The men in the neighborhood, I don't have to take on every child, but they're going to be children on my path that I'm going to meet along the way that are going to need my assistance for whatever it is, maybe just across the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's our goal, whether they're young or old children too, because as we get older, we start losing things that we used to be able to do. And how do we address that situation going forward? I'm going to get there, God willing, so I want to make sure that my kids are able to understand how to do it.
Oh, for sure.
And be able to teach their children how to do it, or the children in their neighborhood, because my neighbors, we take care of our neighbors. If my neighbors need somebody to go down and grab their mail for them, we grab their mail. Hey, bud, you going to the store, you pick up some bread, grab a loaf for us, please. That's neighborly.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I'm looking for, bringing back into the community, so that there's still
those morals and such have not been around in many years. I remember growing up as a kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
I could go up and buy my mom a pack of cigarettes, and myself a soda, and fill up my mini bike, all for $5, man.
Right.
And have change left over.
Right. Weighing you down.
and when I went, my mom would call over to our next door neighbor, which was, I don't know, a little ways down the street.
Yep.
And ask her if she needed anything. I was going to the store. If she needed something, I'd pick it up. Mom give me the money. I'd take it over to her, give it to the lady. She'd pay me the money. I'd give it back to my mom. It was an honor system.
No questions. Yeah,
no
questions to ask.
None at all. None at all.
No, man.
Let's get into this next track, man. This would have me rolling today, man. I mean, I like it. It had me laughing.
Yeah, right.
It's a very cool song. This is No Shoes, PEEWEE Dread, y'all.
Yeah.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walk in the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? What did I do to make you feel me? It wasn't again not to put you in slavery, put you in no chains, take away your name. You are the one to blame. You are the one to blame. Why? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walk in the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walk in the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? You say that you're a liberal and fight for human rights, but you can't take coffee next to me side by side. Your purse you start to hide. I'm not even that guy, but you assuming that your doom is just a product of your mind. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walk in the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walk in the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? Even when they come, they shoot me. Sitting on the ground, nowhere found. The policing is so confusing. I don't know the policy they're using. They got no regard for me. Same crime, different color, boy, them a go free as I sit inside myself, going through my hell. Oh, yeah. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walking the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walking the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walking the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No shoes, no shirt, no service. Walking the door, make the cashier nervous. May I use your bathroom, please? No.
Right. Hell yeah, that was No Shoes by PEEWEE Dread. You know, PEEWEE, I really like your music, man. I'm really digging the style. I'm digging the vibe because it's like to me, it's like an ocean vibe, you know, on the beach, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
listening to some music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And man,
I got lots of tunes. So I had another song I did back in 2009
now.
when I did the New Orleans Don't Cry song called "How Many Billions Does It Take to Stop a Foreclosure?"
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's a bad tune because and the reason why I wrote it during the time they were bailing out the banks, they were bailing out GM, they were bailing out this. But then when the man said, "Boy, I need money for my house," because I was working at the county, and I watched people come in for emergency assistance. I'm like, man, you're not gonna get these people money, but you can bail out these guys.
Right.
So what Obama did when he came in, since he didn't do anything for anybody, he set up emergency assistance 3 times a year. Normally emergency assistance once every 12 months.
Oh wow!
So people had the chance to clean up the winter bills that they don't pay. Because I know the runners. I work with energy assistance. I've worked with a bunch of programs. But I will say this. The one thing that breaks my heart about the welfare system in Minnesota, I'm glad that they fixed that childhood school lunch problem that they were dealing with. Student debt nonsense. That's ridiculous. But
they created another one by adding taxes to the school.
Well, I mean,
school taxes every year.
I mean, we're gonna pay taxes either way. If I'm gonna pay taxes, but taxes, and I won't get too deep into it, but taxes are built for people that can't avoid them. If you don't know how to avoid taxes, tax avoidance isn't illegal. Tax evasion is illegal.
Right.
Tax avoidance strategies are what accountants do.
Right. Right.
Tax evasion are what poor people do.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to get away from taxes.
No, they just don't pay them.
Yeah, and so, or they don't make enough money to make it worth their while to enforce tax evasion because it's not enough money, and it costs more to go after you than it would for me just to have you come in. So we rather you just be part of the underclass, and that was part of my book.
Right.
Tomatoes. What songs do I have left up here?
You have Bigger Problem, Lara.
That's
No Love.
Oh, No Love.
Yeah.
So the No Love, I'm glad I sent that song because that song is all about people that have nowhere to go, and they say you can't sleep here. If you got a tent, we're gonna knock it down. If you build it up, we're gonna knock it down again. And for me, and I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna come back to that right after this song, because to me, what ends up happening to people in that position, they get between a rock and a hard place.
Mm-hmm.
They may have a mental issue, and if they didn't have a mental issue before they went on the street, they will after living on the street for a long period of time, being treated a certain way and being informed, people moving your stuff. You don't have any security. You have everything. I work with a lot of people in that condition, and my heart goes out to them. I want to give them a shout out for going through it.
Right.
And, I don't bother them if they ask me 100 times until I'm able to get it to them. I don't mind them asking me those 99 times because I realize if you need something, Yeah, you can give a shit what I feel about you asking 99 times.
Right,
You need what you need.
A closed mouth doesn't get fed.
You know what I mean? Even if you're making up a story to get something because you want a little extra because you're not used to having extra. One of the things that I talked to Pastor Cheney of Nehemiah Walls Church, she said, you know what? I had a guy mention to me, he was glad that he had choice because she said, which juice do you want? He said, I have a choice. And just that alone, just knowing that people are reduced to, feeling like they have to take whatever's given to them. Now, I'm not saying that they should be ungrateful for people's help, but I am saying that they still have agency and dignity. If you see somebody on the corner and you try to give them a gallon of milk, you're wrong for that.
Right, yeah.
Where are they going to store the milk? And what if they're lactose intolerant?
Oh, yeah.
And now you just put them in a situation where they got to go use a bathroom that somebody might not allow them to come in their restaurant because they smell or whatever. I don't want you messing up my bathroom. So where are they supposed to go?
Exactly.
Then they go outside. Now they in trouble. Man, it's going to make me cry, man. I better stop. But let's go into No Love.
All right. Here we go, y'all. No Love. PEEWEE Dread.
There's a war on the poor, sleeping on the sidewalk, not allowed. There's a war on the poor, where there's no love to be found. There seems to be a rule, the poor are played for fools. Being told, pull up yourselves by your shoes. Dreams are dashed with low wages and heavy tools. Going home, not enough cash, not enough food. There's a war on the poor, sleeping on the sidewalk, not allowed. There's a war on the poor, where there's no love to be found. Every day seems to be the same. Can you spare a dollar? Do you have some change? Have some change. There's a war on the poor, sleeping on the sidewalk, not allowed. There's a war on the poor, where there's no love to be found. Dreams are dashed with low wages and heavy tools. Going home, not enough cash, not enough food. There's a war on the poor, sleeping on the sidewalk, not allowed. There's a war on the poor, where there's no love to be found. There's a war on the poor, when there's no love to be found. Oh, there's a war on the poor. There's a war on the poor, sleeping on the sidewalk, not allowed.
Yo,
Man.
you know,
got me crying, bro.
when I think about that song, it makes me think about when I worked at the county and they had this shelter lottery. I say, yo, who does that to somebody looking for a place to stay? And tell them, you know what, you getting this lottery. It might be you and your kids tonight. And unfortunately, that's how business was conducted when I was at the county. I hope they changed that. I hope I'm just living on past fumes. But the shelter lottery really indignifies the ability for a person to access housing when they're in need and they're coming to you to address that need. Yeah. And you tell them, let me put you into a lottery.
Yeah, that ain't cool, man.
And on a daily basis, and you know, this was unfair if we just give it out and we have few spaces and all these people and stuff, but a lottery, there's got to be a better way. And that's all I'm saying.
Raffle them off, man.
That's the problem. You know, they are raffling them off. You know, yeah, they literally come in. If you get in at a certain point, right, of the day, and then they give you a ticket at the counter, and you got to go to the shelter team to sign up with the shelter team, and you might get some chewies for your kids while you're sitting all day waiting to see if the bed's gonna come. Man, that's tough. And it's a tough situation if you don't go, if you don't make it. So let's say you stayed there all day long, you couldn't go get a job, you couldn't go work because you're trying to get shelter, and you need to be there all day so you can be notified. Man. Yeah, that's a hardcore way of putting people through accessing their needs. Because if we did the same thing with anything else, people would be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. You're out your damn mind. I'm not going to play lottery to figure out if I'm going to eat lunch today at school and go with the kids. It's a lunch lottery. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you get the win and scratch off, you get to eat. That's an Invisible Man. Did you read Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison?
I don't believe I did, no.
I'm sure it's on audiobook, but definitely read this book. And it's kind of shit that they would do to this man when he was going around. He took a letter, recommendation. But it wasn't a letter of recommendation. Yeah, it was a hate letter that the guy sent. It was basically, a letter of this recommendation, not a recommendation, but had him going around. They said, son, do you know what's on this letter? But he never has a name throughout the whole thing. But he's like, do you know what's on this letter? He's like, I have no idea.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. So this is kind of how I feel about those situations, because you're putting them at a disadvantage, and they're already at a disadvantage. They're coming to you for help.
Right.
And you got to treat people with dignity.
Right.
Absolutely. That to me, it's just a smack in the face. So, I try not to overthink it and just do what I can to address the people that are on my path, that God put on my path, that allow me to, show his glory and just keep pushing.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
You ready to listen to this next track?
Which one? Bigger Problem?
We gonna listen to Bigger Problem or Lara?
We're gonna end with Laura. We go with Bigger Problem.
Okay. Yeah, this is Bigger Problem, y'all. PEEWEE Dread.
Yo. Why do you them look just like we? They get no respect and equality. Cause when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. Me have no food to eat, it's just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. Cause when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. No food we have to eat, it's just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. My people are people, black people. Been at the bottom for way too long. Way too long. Chastised and beaten at random, abused and mistreated by the system. We can't forever be the victim. The time is now, right now. Stand up and be counted. Fight down the powers that be. Set yourself free. But when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. We have no food to eat, it's just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. But when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. We have no food to eat, it's just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them.
feels like we're standing in place. Educate the youth, put some food on their plate. Wake up now, man, before it's too late. No longer enslaved, so we must be brave. We must take the chains away from our brain. Up, you mighty race. Reclaim your holy name. Ooh-wee. What I see, me see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. No food we have to eat is just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. But what I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. No food we have to eat is just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. So when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. No food we have to eat is just a bigger problem. A bigger problem, we have to solve them. But when I see a bigger problem. Can't find no work, it's a bigger problem. No food we have to eat.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I rock that shit all damn day, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a badass track right there.
Man, Tony Usher, them wicked, man. I tell you, man, them wicked. See the Lara track? That a big track, man. So that was the lead track coming off the album in 2022. So VP picked us up in 2022.
Okay.
And so we released this album under VP in conjunction with Rapid Fire Records.
Right on.
Cool Up Publishing. And what's my brother, man? J Island Records. So and that's my guy, triple C, triple star. I can't remember which triple, but man, Sanjay don't play all day, man. Run tune, long time, man. Big studio. He worked with Purple Man. I'm not sure if you know Purple Man, but Purple Man was the yellow man up and coming, but he passed away.
Oh my
and
God.
so yeah, we were supposed to tour with him, man. Unfortunately, that never got to transpire. But in the meantime, man, I played and opened up and worked with everybody, man. Recorded with Prince, for Prince, in '96. My brother got me in the studio, and I like to tell the quick version of the story. So Prince, he gets out there, man. He meets Prince. He with Brother Jules, rest his soul, man. And so Brother Jules was like, yeah, bro, we're gonna meet Prince tonight. And my brother's like, all right, cool. He gets to that. He said, Prince, man, you want some pancakes? My brother's like, no, but we can talk about this reggae song you want to do. And because we from New Orleans, so I got a line on the song I'm writing, man, say that, we don't eat food at everybody's house.
Right.
It just how it goes, right? We were pretty finicky. But after that was all passed, man, he's like, man, your brother could do reggae? He said, bring him in. And the rest was history, man. They actually gave me a check, man. I cashed it immediately.
Right on.
But yeah, 1996, man. A good year for me, man.
Right on.
Yeah, man. So the last song, Laura, Dean Frazier on saxophone, Tony Usher on keyboards, man, a couple other great musicians, man. But some top artists, man. We released this one on the radio in Jamaica.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Laura by PEEWEE Dread.
Yeah,
The stars are in your smile and seasoned with your love, like songbirds in the trees, singing of your love. love for you, one sweet Laura. I love you, one sweet As I gaze into your eyes, it has left me paralyzed, love struck, and can't seem to move, knowing I can't live my life without you, one. As the sun came through my window, casting rays of hope, the arrow has pierced my heart, and all I can do is express my love for you, boy, sweet Laura. I love you. Sweet Laura, I love you. The arrow has pierced my heart, and all I can do is express my love for you, one sweet Laura. I love you, yeah, sweet Laura.
Hell yeah. That was the dope in the track right there. I play that motherfucker all damn day, man.
Hey man, make it a daily habit.
Hell yeah. I already have it, man. Put that shit on repeat.
Yeah, man. That's something you can drive to, you know what I mean? You just sit back, relax, got your spliffer, you just cool it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Seeing we rolled down Lakeshore Drive in New Orleans, you know, heading up, going toward Canal Street, man, and headed to the French Quarter. Maybe I'm gonna pass up, go to French and go see my cousin play. You know, yeah, man, it's love, man. So when I was in New Orleans during my grandmother's funeral,
Yeah.
I got to talk with Kermit Ruffin.
All right.
And I played at the mother-in-law lounge with my cousin because he was out playing. Kid Chocolate was playing. And man, when I tell you, bro, I got a tune that we did back in 1980, 80 something that's still popping, man. I did the song that night. Kermit Ruffin said, "Say, bro, we got to talk, bro." And, you know, he sounded like Louis Armstrong a little bit, man, bro. You know, he got his voice raspy. But yeah, man. So we're gonna definitely we want to get stuff like that going on. We're gonna be back in New Orleans real soon. Definitely probably Christmas, God willing. And yeah, we just look at continuing doing the mission here as far as what I'm doing with nonprofit 40 Out of Poverty, the 1 Million Meal March, our initiative to put meals and bring access. One of the goals, like I said, now we're pushing 55,000 plus meals, but we also turn around and give actual cash out to people, whether it's on Cash App or whatever. If they call me and say they need something, I do my best to address the need as best we can. And so if you're in the listening audience and you're watching, know that that's something that he says over, man. That's something that we encourage you to support us. When you support, that way you don't have to do the giving. If you buy my hot sauce, we'll do the giving. They come to the shows, we do the giving. You know, basically we put a portion of our proceeds to help, you know, when it's not popping. So It's just a matter because people don't stop being hungry because people don't want to give or are unable to give or can't give.
Right.
So, we just want to address the need as best we can. 40 out of poverty is my mental mission, but the 1 million meal march is where we want to take it, man. And we really appreciate everybody that's come out that listen today, listen tonight, man. And, we just chop it up with Pops here.
Hell yeah. Where can people give donations to, man?
Well, I prefer them to buy hot sauce. Because if you buy the hot sauce, they will do the donation. But if you want to donate directly to the programming, donate directly to feedingamerica.org or go to the Union Gospel Twin Cities Mission and help people get beds and help people get access to meals. We have a lot of groups. Nehemiah Walls Church, Pastor Cheney, she's out there doing it. Big ups to OCHC, Open Cities Health Clinic. I'm on the board. I'm still on the board, guys. I haven't run. And we want to make sure that everybody in the community knows that this is what we do. We're cool. It's a community effort, man, and we just want to do our best, man.
All right.
God does the rest.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and play the last track of the day. We're going to play my son's track. This is How to Be the Man by GC, Danny C, and Fresco.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. GC, I miss you, son. R.I.P. Fresco, I miss you too, brother. How to Be the Man, y'all.
When I say yeah. Show you how to be the man, how to be the boss, how to slide through with 7 coats of the gloss. Show you how to be the man. Show you how to be the man. Yeah, show you how to be the man, how to be the boss, how to buy the cars, how to buy the house. Show you how to be the man. Yeah, show you how to be the man. Yeah, show you how to be the man, how to flip them Zans. Show you how to take it down from a fucking man. Show you how to flip the script, how to lane switch, how to step your paper game up real quick. GC, I ain't playing, show you how to not say shit. And if you talking dollars, then you speaking my language. 4 side bitches, I ain't never had no main bitch. And if you acting funny, then I ain't on no strange shit. Show you how to roll up that motherfucking gang shit. 12 come through, y'all know I ain't say shit. All about my money, I ain't got no patience. And if you waste my time, oh, you basic. Show you how to lead a scene and not say shit. White boy, but I'm seen with all races. Show you how to tell real shit from fake shit. Show you how to be the realest thing on date. Show you how to be the man, how to be the boss, how to slide through with 7 coats of the gloss. Show you how to be the man. Show you how to be the man. Yeah, show you how to be the man, how to be the boss, how to buy the cars, how to buy the house. Show you how to be the man. Yeah, show you how to be the man. Yeah.
All right, y'all, that's all we got for you for tonight, man. I want to thank my guest, PEEWEE Gift, slide through. Respect. Hey, man. It was nice meeting you, brother. I'm glad to hang out with you and get to know you, man. Yeah, man. You guys stay tuned. We got more people coming up, man.